Hey techies, welcome to Elephant Code. If you are new to the channel, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. You are watching a video from the PySpark playlist.
So today we will see few more date functions which are available in PySpark.sql.functions. So these are datediff, month between, current date, current timestamp and make date. Now this datediff, it will calculate the number of days between two different dates. Similarly, the month between, this will calculate the month between two different dates, and current date will give you the information about the current date. Okay, similarly, current timestamp will be giving you the information of the current timestamp with the hour, minute and second information. And make date function is used to create a column with the help of year, month and date value, which can be given individually to this particular function to make one particular column. Okay, so let us check all these functions by doing a little of practical. Okay, so I'm going to use the same coding window, and here I'll just, maybe I can start with the current date, current timestamp and make date function. Current date. So all these functions are again available in PySpark.sql.function module. So we need to import those functions: current date, current timestamp and make date function. Okay, so these are the three functions which we have imported. So let us go back to our function and let us add few more column here. So we'll say that current date, and here we can call the current date function. Okay, so this will give me the current date. Then we had current timestamp dot with current timestamp, and here we have current timestamp function. Okay, now we had make date with column make date. So this we can make use of, like here we need to pass make date column of, no, it's literal of 2024 comma month would be, let's say 02, and then day would be, let's say 28. Okay, or 23, let's say day. So we need to pass it inside the literal function, okay, else it won't be considering. So 23. Okay, so this way we can make these three new column: current date, current timestamp and make date. Okay, so let us execute this code to see whether we have these three new column added to our data frame. Okay, current date, current timestamp and make date functions. Okay, so it started coming. Great. So here we can see that in our schema, these three columns are already added: current date, current timestamp and make date function. So let us see the data in the data frame. So yeah, so here we can see that current date is 28/02/2024. Current timestamp is also coming with time and all value, and make date column is being constructed as 2024/02/23. Okay, so a proper date. So this make date function, the return time of this make date function is nothing but date data type. So here we can confirm this in the print schema. See, the make date is of date data type. Okay, so this is how we can make use of these functions. Now let's do one thing. Let us make it as 01. Okay, now we will take next two set of function, which is datediff and month between. Okay, so I'll say with datediff. Okay, and I'll say date diff. What is the function name? Okay, we have not imported yet. Date diff and month between. Okay, so now we can make use of this. Oops. Date diff. So we will say call of current date maybe, and we'll say the second parameter would go to this call of this. Okay, so what is the date difference between these two? Let us run the program and see whether we are getting the date diff. So we have used two column, current date and make date column. Make date column is this 28/01/2024 and current date is 28/02/2024. Okay, so as you can see, the return type of date diff function is integer. So let us see the value 36. Okay, so current date minus this. Okay, so here you can say there's a 36 number of days difference between these two. Okay, so the date diff accurately show the difference between two date. Okay, now what we will do, we will make use of another column function, this function date function, which is month between. Okay, for this again we can make use of month between call of current date and call of make diff. Okay, so let me execute it to see whether we are getting the month between the current date and make date. Okay, fine. So now we are able to see that this a month between function is returning a double value. Okay, so which is fine. It is of integer or numeric class return type, and we will see the number. So the month between the make date and current date is 1.16. Okay, so it has accurately given the month between two different date. Okay, so this is how we can make use of current date, current timestamp, make date, date diff, and month between functions. Okay, so I hope that you have understood all these 5 different functions which we took in this practical. Okay, so if you
Elephant quiz of the day. Which PySpark SQL function is used to calculate the difference in days between two date or timestamp columns? Option A, date diff. Option B, date underscore diff. Option C, days underscore between. Option D, difference underscore days. Mention your answer in the comment section below. So that is it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe Elephant Code for future updates.